Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101, and welcome back to Monday Fun Day on my channel. If you guys haven't been following my channel, Monday Fun Day is where I have a beauty video go up every Monday on my channel, and I have a corresponding giveaway on my social media pages. So today I have a really highly requested video for you guys. I wasn't even going to do this video because it is on a product that I have heard so many people talk about on YouTube and rave about on YouTube, and I almost felt like my opinion and my video was going to be a little bit repetitive and redundant of what's already been said. But you guys not just requested it, you guys almost demanded that I do this, and I do not mind if you guys demand that I do videos. If you guys want to request videos, you guys are always free to. You can always leave comments in my videos, you can tweet me, you can Facebook me, you can Instagram me, you can ask me however you want. And this video has been requested on virtually every single one of my social media pages, which is why I decided to do it. And it is on the new Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipsticks. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with these, Maybelline just recently released a whole collection of new lipsticks, which they call their Creamy Matte Formula, which basically means that they're supposed to have a matte finish on the lips, but the creamy implies that they're supposed to be not drying and actually hydrating. I purchased these at my local Target store for $5.49, but I've also seen them at Rite Aid and at CVS, and they are a little bit more expensive over there. I believe they are about $7 or $8. These lipsticks have been getting so much hype and buzz and rave reviews on them, and I have to say I am really excited about them as well. Pretty much what everybody has been saying about them is absolutely true. Maybelline knocked it out of the park with this formula. These lipsticks are selling out very quickly, but on the positive side, they are a part of the Maybelline Permanent collection. So if you cannot find them on special displays at your local drugstore right now, I would check the Permanent section because they will be incorporated there very soon. Maybelline released 10 different shades of their Creamy Matte lipstick in this collection, and I have to say that the variation in colors is actually really good. There are 4 kind of like neutrally type colors. There are about 2 or 3 pinks, there's a true red and a burgundy. So I think the collection they released is really nice. I like the range of colors overall. Before we get into each of the individual colors, because I will be swatching them all on my lips as well as up close swatches on my hand for you guys, let's show you guys the packaging. The lipsticks come in a traditional Maybelline Color Sensational type tube. This top cap is all the same color on every single shade. It's kind of like this grayish plum type color, and the bottom of the lipstick has the number as well as the name written on it, and this sticker is the approximate color of the lipstick that is actually inside. So you can see the shade I'm holding up here is kind of like a magenta color, and the sticker corresponds to the color of the lipstick. The overall packaging is exactly the same as all of the other Maybelline lipsticks. There's nothing really that exciting or nothing to knock down on it. It is very functional, standard packaging for a lipstick. As for the formulation of these lipsticks, number one, they are incredibly pigmented, which I expected nothing less from Maybelline lipsticks. Ever since they released their Vivids line, I feel like Maybelline has just been knocking it out of the park with their lipsticks. So these are no exception. The pigmentation is phenomenal. Many of the darker and brighter colors do leave a stain on your lips, which is really nice because you get more color for a longer period of time. I find these lipsticks last between 5 to 6 hours before they start fading. I feel like the darker shades, for example, the one I'm wearing on my lips right now, can last a full 8 to 9 hours, so almost an entire day. And then of course the lighter or more neutral shades will fade a little bit quicker, so maybe between 3 to 4 hours. One thing I do want to note about these lipsticks is that while the entire range is called Creamy Matte, so I expected a very matte finish on them, not all of them are completely matte. For example, the one I'm wearing on my lips right now, which is called Divine Wine, it's the darkest one in the collection. This one is more of a matte finish. When I kind of tilt my mouth, you can see there is a tiny bit of like a satin type finish, but it's not super glossy. However, some of the other shades, and you'll see as I go through each individual shade on my lips, some of them do come across with a little bit of shine. Now, none of them are incredibly shiny, none of them are super glossy or anything like that, but some of them do remind me more of just a traditional cream finish lipstick. So they're not super matte. Now, as far as these lipsticks compared to other matte lipsticks on the market, I have to say they are definitely a lot more creamy. They don't feel as drying on the lips, which is always really nice. But I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they are not a true matte finish. I think for most people that really won't bother them. None of the shades have any shimmer in them. They are all a cream formula. But because I've tried so many different lip products, I have a really high bar when it comes to what a true matte lip product is. And these are not a true matte, in my opinion. I honestly think the most matte lip product you can get are the matte liquid lipsticks. For example, the Lime Crime Velveteens or the Kat Von D Everlasting Love liquid lipsticks. Those are liquid lipsticks that go on very opaque and pigmented and then dry down to a very matte finish. They're so matte that they almost turn into kind of like a tattoo on your lips because they don't transfer, they don't move, they don't bleed, they really just don't do anything. They're just flat color. And these lipsticks, as you can see, if I kiss my lip, while they don't transfer a ton, they do transfer a little bit, and I've had this lipstick on my mouth for a good 10 to 15 minutes now. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into an individual review on all 10 of the lipsticks that are offered in this Creamy Matte collection. So let's get started. This first shade on my lips is called Nude Embrace, and this is pretty much a true light nude color. It leans a little bit peachy, but for the most part, it's pretty neutral. It actually doesn't look too bad on my lips. If I were to wear this out, I definitely would either top it with a darker lipstick or a darker lip gloss, but even by itself, it's not too light for me. This next shade on my lips is the other nude in the collection, and this one is called Daringly Nude, and this one is a little bit darker, like just a smidgen darker than the last one, but it definitely has a lot more peachy tones in it, so it's got a lot more color than the last nude. This next shade is Touch of Spice, which I have to say is probably one of my favorite colors in the entire collection because it is my kind of nude color. It is a darker brown based nude, but it does have enough pink in it to not come across as concealer lips. It looks really flattering on my skin tone, and I think this is a shade that would work for almost all skin tones. This next shade is Lust for Blush, and this is another kind of muted color in the collection. This one is definitely like a muted purpley pink. It almost kind of reminds me of like an orchidy pink color, but it's not bright or in your face at all. It is very muted, and I actually really like this one. I think this is a really unique one in the collection. This next shade is Ravishing Rose, and this one is a mid-tone pink, and it leans a little bit blue-based, which is kind of unusual for rose colors. Normally rose colors tend to lean more neutral or more warm-based, so that's why this shade, while it is pretty and I can wear it, it's not the most flattering shade on my skin tone because it does have a little bit of a blue base to it. This next shade is Faint for Fuchsia, and this is a very bright fuchsia pink. It is so beautiful. It's that perfect mix of kind of like a blue toned pink and a little bit of purple. It's really bright and fun. This is a really fun summer color. Even though we're not really in the summer months anymore, it would be a really beautiful color for the summertime. This next shade is Mesmerizing Magenta, and this one is pretty similar to the last one I showed you. It's just a little bit darker, and it's got a little bit more red in it, so it's not as bright pink. This one is more of like a rosy pink. So this one is a beautiful summer to fall transition color, which is perfect for right now. I love this shade. This next shade is Craving Coral, and this one is a really, really beautiful dark reddish orange color. This one doesn't have a lot of pink in it, so this coral is definitely more of a corally red, but it is really, really beautiful. This is also one of the more matte shades in the entire collection. It's a little bit drier than some of the other ones I showed you. Doesn't have as much moisture in it, but it is still very, very beautiful. This next shade is Siren in Scarlet, and this is the true red that is in this collection, and I have to say it is a very, very true red. It is not too blue based, but it is also not too warm toned. It is just that perfect neutral everyday true red. And the last shade in the collection is called Divine Wine, and this is the most appropriate color for the fall time. It is a very, very dark burgundy Bordeaux type color. Very, very, very beautiful. So I hope that individual review was helpful for you guys, seeing them all on my lips as well as up close on my hand. Please thumbs up this video if you guys enjoy it, because it does take me a lot of time to do those lip swatches. I don't feel like a lot of people realize how much time and effort and wiping of your mouth that takes, but I don't mind doing it for you guys because I feel like it is so much more helpful to see the colors on me and on my mouth, and as I'm talking you can just see what they look like versus if I just swatched them, you know, on my hand. As for the scent of these lipsticks, they have a very, very, very light scent. I can't even really pinpoint what it is. It may be a very, very light flowery scent or like a fruity scent or something like that. To be honest, it's not offensive to me, and I don't see it being very offensive to many people. So my overall thoughts on this lipstick line is that it is a 2 thumbs up, just like everybody else on YouTube has been saying. It is a really, really good line. I once again just want to note that while it does say creamy matte, I feel like these aren't as matte as you could get. Like I said, I feel like the liquid lipsticks are the most matte lip product out on the market, but I do feel like these are pretty good for the price, and the quality is phenomenal. They don't dry out your lips. I just really, really like them. I can definitely see me reaching for these, especially through the fall and winter, because those are kind of like the drying months of the year. And once again, you can get kind of a creamy matte finish without the dryness, which I love. So that is it for my review on these new Maybelline Creamy Matte lipsticks. But before I let you guys go, Fun Day Monday giveaway time. I have 3 of these lipsticks to be given away on each of my social media pages. One will be given away on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The 3 shades that I picked out for you guys, the first one is Faint for Fuchsia, which is that beautiful bright fuchsia pink. I also picked Siren in Scarlet, which is the true pinup red. And then I picked Divine Wine, which is the one I'm wearing right now. It is the darkest one, that really beautiful Bordeaux color. I picked these 3 shades in particular because I feel like they would work for all skin tones, and they are all very, very beautiful and appropriate for the fall time. If you guys want full rules and everything on how to enter to win these lipsticks, please check the description box down below. I will list which shade will be given away on which social media page, and my links to all of those social media will be in the description box as well. So that is everything. That wraps up my review and my giveaway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck on the Fun Day Monday giveaway, and I will catch you guys on Thursday. Bye. Very classic fall nail polish color. I always bust this color out every time fall rolls around. This is a Kate Spade purse. I believe it is called the Emmy Satchel, and it is in the shade